Welcome guys, it's Edwin, and today we have this model right here, a 1997 folder. That's right guys, this is a 1997 folder by Emerson knife. The model name is called the E1 Raven, or usually in Facebook groups and forums you will see it as referred just as Raven, okay? And this was the second model released by Emerson Knives, the production company, okay? The first model we know was the Specware knife that was inspiration, or it was inspired by the fixed blade with the same name of Specware, okay? And you will notice that the Specware came with the same style of construction that we're used to, right? That G10, titanium liners, G10 backspacer, right? And the Raven changed that. The Raven used a different handle material called Kydron. Okay, and the Kydron is some type of Kevlar reinforced nylon, okay, type of material that was used for this model. And one of the benefits of it, based on the descriptions and the history on it, is that it keeps the grippiness, right? If you're in some type of wet or slippery environment, okay? So obviously this was built and designed for military and police applications, and that was one of the main concerns, okay? And they used this Kydron handle material for this model. I don't know if I'll be correct on this, but I think this is the only folder that we see on the Emerson production line that use Kydron. And the guys on the comments can correct me if I'm correct or not on that. But I think after that, we just saw the transition to G10 again with your normal construction, okay? Again, that change, I don't know if it's because of manufacturing difficulties or if they saw issues with it or not. I'm not aware of that. But I know that the Raven is one of those very unique model because of that style of material and handle. You will see it has this style, at least for me, this style of sci-fi alien movie style of handle for me, okay? And one thing that you will notice also is that the construction is a little bit different. Basically, they took the titanium liners, and those titanium liners are nested, okay, inside these handles, okay, right there. They're basically, they're still there, but they're nested inside of the handle material there. So pretty cool, and very different style of manufacturing for the Raven model. So let's look at it. One of the things I will mention again, 1997, I probably have, I don't know, 20 major life-changing events since 1997. You know, we're talking about a long time ago, at least for my standards. And again, we have a folder right here that is being a user. Like you can see, it's not, it's not new. It's been scratched a little bit right there. And, it's still kicking butt, I have carried this with no issues. The steel is ATS 34, okay? So be aware of that. And again, no issues with it when I'm carrying it. It's still lock solid, and it's a great user. Let's see how it compares with the CQC7, because, it's, again, the second model released by Emerson Knives. We're talking about 3.5-inch blade and 5-inch handles, okay? That's how it compares with the CQC7. Let's see how it compares with the Spyderco, okay? Right there, so you can see, again, a very nice, slim profile style of blade, just like the Specware. The Raven came with two style of blade, the drop point and a tanto blade as well. So be aware of that, and sometimes you will see that referred as the A and the B nomenclature, right, that we know from Emerson's. And here you have your Buck 110, so you can see how it compares with it. Let's look at this blade. This is that drop point I would call, and it's basically your classic drop point with that switch right there. It's a V grind, right? So you have your grind on this side and grind on that other side, okay? You can see that it's been used. And one thing I like about these old school models is that very simple logo of Emerson Knife Inc. USA and your 97 right there. You have some serrations right there, right? Like you can see. And again, of course, at this time, there was no wave pattern or anything, so no wave on it. Okay, you still have in that handle construction your classic Emerson signature of having this finger guard. Let me open this again. You have this finger guard right here, right? And then you have this jimping in the handle, right? Not in the liners, right? Normally with Emersons now, in the modern Emersons, right, you will see that jimping on the liners or even in this spec war, right, on the liners. But those liners are nested in the Raven and you have those jimpings right there. And let me tell you, it still feels great, right? The actual jimping of the Emersons are not super aggressive in my opinion. It's just a tactile information for you, right? When you're holding the knife to know you're ready to go. And that's basically what it is, and it feels really good. This texture feels great in the hand, okay? I have used this just as an user. I haven't done anything super hardcore with it, so I cannot comment regarding, in wet environments or slippery environments, but it feels great in the hand, and I always love that style of handle that is very neutral and give you the opportunity to handle it however you like, okay? In terms of thickness, it's still very similar to your normal Emersons, okay? So even that those liners are hidden right there, you still have that normal thickness that I really enjoy on my Emersons, and the ergonomics are excellent in my opinion, okay? You have this style of, handle that will work really, really well in reverse, okay? No problem. And of course, your hammer grip is perfect with this Raven as well. I can see this as a great utilitarian knife for this style of blade, and obviously the Tanto for more tactical style of applications. Now, one of the things that they did, and one of those things that I wish they kept for future releases of other production knives, is that the Raven came in 7 colors, okay? Colors handles, that's what I'm talking about. It came in the black version, tactical black, in the NATO green, this one right here, then in the tan version, gray, orange, blue, and glow in the dark. How awesome is that, And I have a picture that I will make sure I post it so you can see what I'm talking about. It's a great selection, and it's one of those things I wish they are doing now in their production knives, to offer that type of variety, right? It's pretty cool. Again, the action is excellent. You can see, again, 1997, and this guy is still kicking and working just like expected. Okay, you can see perfect centering right there. Washer, super easy to deploy and manipulate. You can handle it right hand and deploy it, and left hand right there. Very nice. And your Benchmade clip right there, right? So you will be riding that high on it. And that's one of those cool things about Emerson, that because they stay with that simple hardware and the simple Benchmade clips, that you can keep and use whatever other clips you want on it, right? Steel flames or whatever you want to change. If you want to change the thumbs, it doesn't matter that this was released in 1997. You can still customize it with today's hardware. So one of those really nice blades. And again, I'm very happy to have this historic piece in my collection, the E1 Raven. It's one of those knives, again, that you don't see them too much around, but the people that own it, they keep it, and they really like the ergonomics, and I can see why. Okay, the Raven is a very ergonomic handle, and it's a knife that you can use for everyday tasks, no problem. Again, guys, the 1997 E1 Raven, such excellent knife. I'm glad to have it. And if you have any question, feel free to comment on YouTube, Instagram, or of course, Facebook groups or USN photos, that we're always there talking knives and having a blast. Okay. You guys have a great day. Stay safe. Bye.